28 Days Later does not start with the inciting incident. Whenever I discuss the inciting incident or the big change, there's always a comment about 28 Days Later. The big change is the moment in stories that changes the main character's world. Think the Cyclone taking Dorothy to Oz in The Wizard of Oz. It's Harry learning he's a wizard in Harry Potter. It's the event that drives the main character forward and onto their learning journey. It shouldn't start a story. There's multiple reasons, and if you want me to explain them, drop it in the comments and I will. Now, although there's commenters that like to say that Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later starts with the big change, let me explain how that's not correct. So the film starts with the world-altering virus being unleashed, which is the prologue. Then the main story begins with Cillian Murphy's character waking up in the hospital, then wanders through a deserted London, where we get many of the kind of iconic moments and scenes. And then during his wandering, he comes across the zombies and several characters who aren't infected, like Naomi Harris. Up to this point, we're being shown the world. This is the status quo. Yes, it's post-virus, but in terms of this story, it's the status quo world. Then Cillian Murphy's character visits his family home in the hope that they're still alive, his parents, but we learn that they're dead. This is the inciting incident. His parents are gone, his world is no longer the same. In terms of this story, in terms of his story, it's a point of no return. Then there's a period of what now? Decision making. Similarly to Harry Potter preparing to go to Hogwarts and Katniss preparing for the Hunger Games. It's during this period that he meets the character Frank along with his daughter, and they eventually decide to go to Manchester to try and find survivors. What you get with the inciting incident usually, after it, characters physically go somewhere else. With Dorothy, she's now in Oz. With Katniss, she goes to the capital and the Hunger Games. It's the start of Act 2, which is the same for 28 Days Later when they go to Manchester. So for all these reasons,